Hi guys, this is Sarah here. I'm actually going to do a full face makeup tutorial, and this is actually my first time doing a makeup tutorial on YouTube, so I'm going to try to do the best that I can to keep you guys' attention. Plus, earlier today I was actually watching the booty cam you look hot thing season, so I pretty much know about these vlogs. Kind of. So, first, what I'm going to start with, because the foundation that I have over here is like too dark for my skin, because when I was trying to get some foundation from the dollar store, apparently I didn't really look close enough at this concealer, so I'm not going to be using that. Instead, I'm going to be using this LA Colors liquid makeup. So I'm just going to squirt it onto my finger just a little bit, because we don't want to take too much. And I'm just going to tap it with my other finger like this, and put it a little bit on this side, on my forehead and my chin, and I'm just going to blend it all in. As you can see, because of my side braid in the red halter dress, I'm actually going to attempt to do a glamorous, what's the word? Oh yeah, glamorous look. You know, the kind that you would wear like on a night out. So after that, I have this powder. It's LA Colors powder, and inside I have this pad. Unfortunately, I mean not unfortunately. Although I like to use my brush instead, it actually is actually a lot more comfortable on my face. So I'm just going to apply the powder to my brush. See, I know a lot about makeup, I just don't know everything, so I really don't know what kind of brush to use, but, I mean, so I'm pretty much just a beginner at this sort of thing. So, after I've applied the powder, I just tap it on each side. Bam. Sorry. Ah. Okay, and then I'm going to use small strokes on the forehead from up to down, because you don't want the really tiny hairs on your face to stick out. So I'm going to do that. And then if I run out of powder on my brush, I just put it back in. Just apply a little bit to there's a little down here. I'm going to use that up. Eh. Damn. Okay, and then just, you know, put on my, each side of my chin and on my chin as well. I done my nose, even on the sides too. And then don't forget the part in between the upper lip and the bottom of the nose. You cannot forget that part. Plus, when you do it, because some girls have girl sashes, and others don't. But for those that do, make sure you go in a stroke like this. For those who don't, all you have to do is like that and then like that. But I do, so unfortunately, I've been trying to get rid of it for years actually, although I never could find the right product. And then what I do usually afterwards is I just blow on the brush to get rid of excess powder. And although I don't like to use the pad, I still put it back in when I'm done. Okay, my concealer keeps on falling down. So I just put it back in, and I'm just going to close it. And then this is the part where I usually get to my concealer. And I'm going to have to clean that part up later. So I've got this from the dollar store as well. the writing isn't that um, clear, unfortunately. It's the Fast and Flawless Concealer um, by Sally Hansen. Unfortunately, the name's a little bit rubbed off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this clear cap, set it aside, and see this silver part? All I have to do is twist it just a little bit, and it'll ooze out onto the brush. See that? So I'm just going to apply it to my dark circles on my eyes, because I actually do have dark circles, unfortunately. I've been trying to get rid of those, but I don't know how to. So after I do that, I just put the clear cap back on, and I just use my fingers to get it all over my dark circles, kind of in a windshield swiping motion. Sometimes, I use these three fingers to like go down like that to like kind of blend it a little bit more, a little bit better. I'm going to do the other eye. See, when I do this, I do it because, not just because I want to lessen my dark circles, but also because concealer is very important for a good makeover. Even if you don't have any dark circles, it's good to like lessen your imperfections, like around the mouth or nose, whatever. So I'm just going to do it a little bit more, just for on the corner of my mouth, side of my nose, just in case, I mean, you never really know unless you're some sort of psychic or something. But I don't. I mean, I'm not a psychic. I may be a kind of an empath, but like sometimes I can feel other people's emotions, but very rarely does that ever happen. So now that I'm done with the concealer, I'm going to go into the eyes. Very fun part because it's very colorful. So I don't really have anything to like do any contouring or highlighting, unfortunately, but I do have some eyeshadow that I think might work for like a base, like I've got this palette, the LA Colors palette. It kind of has this thing that it didn't really work. At least one of the sides didn't really work because it fell off. But right now I'm actually going to be using this Kirkland Signature by Borges, and the inside there's this brush on one side, and then there's like a one of those padded things, what are they called, on the other side. And so what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using the brush side, and I'm going to select this mist color right over right over right over here. You can tell because on the other side it says mist. You probably can't see it that well, but this I'm going to use for my base. Even though it's not a base, I kind of like to refer to it as a base sometimes. It's not, I mean, because I actually rarely use the palette, but sometimes I do. So I'm just going to use it as a base. Stupid computer, I need to get it back on light. There you go. Okay. Um, so once you're done, well, what I do is I just blow on the brush. And then what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to take the other palette, and I'm going to take the lightest color on the smaller palette, which is actually this one, and I'm going to use it as a wash over my eyelids and my eyebrows as well. But you see, because I already have a base on my eyelids, I'm not going to wipe it, I'm actually going to pat it on, just so that nothing smudges. And then I just do all this. Remember to pat it on so that it doesn't smudge. Just reminding you as an extra precaution. And remember, it's okay to take your time. If you go too fast, you can actually make a really big mess. Unless you're going for the crazy look. But so now, what I'm gonna do is I always learned when I was learning about makeup, I learned that it's good to put the light color on your eyelids and then the darker color up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to go to the other palette right now, and I'm going to select this. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I think I should actually use. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. All right. So what I'm gonna use is I'm going to use this pink, and I'm just going to apply it onto both sides. You know, each side for each eye. That's how I do it. And then just apply it to your eyes. Me, I tend to go on the crease when I do this part. I don't know why. It's just how I do it. So that looks good. Okay, and then I decided that because this brown color actually looks really good with a pink, which is it's called titanium. So I'm just going to use that for the color on the top. So you see how it's kind of darker than the actual pink that's on my lids? That's what you want to go for, because that way, I mean, you actually, I really can't remember why. I do remember someone told me, but I can't remember why because it was such a long time ago. But then again, you don't want to put too much on because you don't want it to look like you have a black eye or something. So, like I said, the reason why I'm going so slow is because you want to take your time, because if you go too fast, it could be really messy. So then, for my damn, it's my throat again. I have some sort of tickle in there. So for the this part, I can't remember what it's called. My main mind kind of blanked. So you're going to you're going to want to use this part of the that side of the brush, and you're just going to tap it on a little bit, tap on a little bit at the very tip, and then just go like this. I mean, because you don't want too much, but you don't want too little either. So just make sure that you get the right amount, because if you take too much, it'll look too dark, and if you take not enough, then it'll look too light, and you don't want that either. So what I do usually for this type of thing is I just go like that, just to kind of get it off, and then after that, what I usually do is I put this back in, which actually fell to the floor. So, what I'm gonna do is afterwards, usually after I do my eyeshadow, is I do my eyeliner. Unfortunately, the only kind that I actually have is lip liner because um the I do have the liquid kind, but I tend to I don't like to use the liquid kind that much. So besides this lip liner, I basically use for my eyes anyway. So I mean, since the first day ever I bought it, I decided to use it as a eyeliner instead. So I'm just gonna do this. Darn it, I need an actual mirror. I mean, I know this camera is okay, but I need an actual mirror for this. So, I've got this. So you see, I'm putting it like right below the eyelash, but like right above the, sorry, I mean right below the eyelid, sorry, the eyelid, and right above the eyelash. But you also don't want it to smudge too much on the eyelash because you're going to be putting mascara on. And because we're going for the glamorous look, I just forgot. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the lightest color of eyeshadow you have and use that as a highlighter for like the corner of your eyes. Just to make them seem more awake. Wait, what did I do? Oh wait, I need to get this off. Wrong color. Um, there you go. That was the right one. Okay. You're going to do that on that eye, and that. It's okay if like it kind of feel a little weird at first, but it's only because something I can remember. But so after that, what you're gonna want to do is get rid of your eyeshadow. Sorry. Um, so what I like to do after the eyeliner is I like to put mascara on. I actually do have an eyelash curler, although it's made of plastic. I mean rubber. Sorry, it's made of rubber, unfortunately. So when I use it, it tends to like not get like um the the eyelash fully curled. So sometimes I just like to leave that part out, which I'm actually going to do today. Let me close this mirror. And this mascara that I actually have out, I actually have another another mascara, but unfortunately um I decided to use this one instead because of some reasons that I forgot. Which actually this one is you know, I would say what brand this is, but apparently it doesn't say anything. Well, all I know is that it has a mirror on it, which is actually really cool. It's H8. I actually got it like at a store, but unfortunately it didn't say the brand, which I wanted it. I wanted to say the brand very much, but usually it's like this is the easiest type I've got. I mean, I know that usually the easiest isn't that glamorous, but sometimes easy can become glamorous, you know. So it's there's this trick that I learned that if you actually go like like in the middle of the lashes and then go like this at the very bottom as you go up, it actually helps separate the hairs, which I actually need a mirror for, unfortunately. Hey, I just remembered I have a mirror on here, so see how I'm doing it? Sorry, my mouth is kind of in the way. I mean, even for the fanciest occasions, sometimes I just don't need to do the lower lashes because it's so much work. So now I'm going to do the other eye. As you can tell, when you're looking at my window, it's actually nighttime out because it's 8:29 right now, p.m. So now that I'm done with, damn, I hate it when my computer does this, especially when I'm doing a video. Sorry, I had to get my computer out of sleep. So sometimes not doing the lower lash can make it even more glamorous because sometimes simple can become glamorous, with the right kind of tricks. So now, usually after I do that, I like to do the blush. This one is LA Colors. It works very well with like dark colored, like dark colored clothing as well as bright red because because this is the only other blush that I have besides the other one that's actually too light for this kind of red, for this kind of thing that I'm wearing. So what I like to do is I do this until I get enough on each side. Then I just blow a little bit to get off the excess. And then what I'm gonna do is see, usually I go like this, but this time I'm gonna go like this, you know, to try to get the cheekbone, right? Feel for the cheekbone. Okay, got it. And then afterwards, I just blow on it on the brush, and I use this brush again to actually go down, and then I just kind of work it into the apples of my cheeks as well, because that's usually where you get the most color in your cheeks is the apples, and that's what you want. So after that, see, I put the small brush back in and I close it up. And now here's the really fun part, the lips. Now, usually in most tutorials, the they will just skip right to the lip liner and the lipstick and lip gloss. But me, I like to put chapstick on first, pretty much because when I put lipstick on without chapstick, it just makes my lips really flaky, and I tend and when my lips are flaky, I tend to like rip them off with my like teeth or fingers, and when that happens, my teeth get lipstick on them, and so do my fingers, and I do not like that. Plus, it's a very uncomfortable feeling for your lips too. So I always chapstick on before I actually put the colors. Before I actually put on the colors. Now, usually what I do is that my corners tend to get a little wet sometimes. I know it's TMI, too much information, but still, see, right now my lips are actually quite dry. Not exactly dry, dry, but like sticky dry. So I'm just gonna put it on like this. See, from one corner to the next. That is for my bottom lip. For my top lip, what I like to do is I like to start at the middle on the over here near the cupid's bow, and then I just go like this. Same with the other side. And then if I get like a little too much chapstick like on my lips, what I do is I just try to find a spare piece of paper like this receipt that's no good. I just fold it like this, and then I just go like this, and then gets the excess chapstick off. And actually I think I use this for the other part too. So this lip liner is I don't have my glasses on, damn, but I think I can read it. This is Maybelline Incorporated New York 1007. So it's basically just Maybelline, a white Maybelline lip liner. And what I do is I just apply it at the very edge of my lips, like right over here, and just stroke it on that area. See what it does is it makes the edge of my lips lighter, which will actually make the color on my lips that I'm going to put on later pop. And I'll show you why later. And the reason why actually is because I put the lip liner on before and after. Actually, I've never done it after before, but I think I actually will do it this time. So this one is a pink rose. It's Eco Bella Pink Rose, which is actually pretty light, so I like to call it like one of those nude colors, you know. I mean, it may not look nude, but once it's actually on your lips, it actually will look nude a little bit. I mean, it does. I mean, it will look nude with like a tiny bit of like light pink in it. So what I do is I just do it like this because you know this part I just use back, which is this. So I just put I just apply it on my bottom of the lip like this. And then when it comes to my upper lip, I tend to turn it back down and then up just a little bit like this. And then I use this curvy part for my upper lip. Now, when I was in Hawaii, when I was visiting my mom and her fiance on Big Island, my mom got this really cool Japanese lipstick actually that the reason why I said Japanese lipstick is because a lot of Japanese women use this, and this is by Shinido, because there's a lot of there's a lot of Japanese, Chinese, Korean, whatever people, especially Hawaiian people in Hawaii. So I'm just going to show you what the color is. I actually have no idea because it doesn't say on the thing. So I'll just show you. It's actually quite skinny, but I mean the lipstick is quite skinny, but I love this color because it goes great with the lipstick that I'm already wearing right now. Because I mean, when I put it on, it's like it'll add a little more color to my lips after the light pink one. Plus, it's quite it will look quite natural even though it's not on the stick. It'll actually look quite natural on the lips. So that's what I do. I mean, I know I'm a big talker. I would talk a lot most of the time, but it's only because I'm trying to give you guys valuable information about makeup. Even though I don't know everything, I still know something. I do know some about makeup because I'm a huge fan of makeup. Plus, I'm very artistic, as you can see. Um, so after I do that, I just put the cap back on after I um, twist the lipstick down so that it won't break. Sorry about that. Sometimes even after I do wash my hair, it'll itch anyway, which is weird. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this paper to blob off the excess color so that you don't have too much, you know? So, here I go. See? I know, disgusting, but amazing results for your lips. So, after that, I'm going to be using this uh, lip liner again, this white lip liner, and I'm just going to go up here and over here. And then I'm going to actually apply the darker lipstick again, just to make sure that the lip liner doesn't pop too much. Because, I mean, that's what the lip liner is for, to actually make the color on your lips pop. So, I'm going to do this again, except I'm going to flip this over like this. So, there we go. And then I have this really cool lip gloss that actually is actually very healthy for your lips because um it has it has moisturizing something and moisturizing aloe vera and vitamin E, which is actually super healthy for lips. Plus, this is Crystal Lip Gloss by Beauty Theater. As you can see, there are flowers on it, which is very pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cap off. And as you can see, this is kind of a ball thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze it out. Just squeeze it just a little bit. You don't want too much. And then just apply it to your bottom lip like this, just in the middle. Just don't put too much on. And then use the other side to apply it. And the reason why you don't want to put it on your upper lip is because you're going to use the lip gloss on your bottom lip to transport it to your upper lip by just doing this, right? And then you see, I learned this really cool trick from my mom. Actually, from my mom, which is what you do is you put your finger up here and you go down like that, but you don't go down too much because you don't want to get rid of the lipstick on your lip. You just want to get rid of the excess lipstick or whatever that's above your lip. And I gotta say, there you go, that's better. Wait, so there. Never mind. Okay, so one more thing. If you actually want highlights on your face, what you're going to do is you're going to try to find the sheerest, lightest gold color that you have, which right now for me is actually this one on my small LA Colors palette. And you're just going to add, a little bit on top of your nose. A little bit up here. And then a little bit down here on that side, on this side, and on that side, and then a little bit on this side down here to kind of accentuate your face. And that's it. Because I do know some contouring tricks, but if you want to go for the super glamorous look, then you wouldn't use any contouring at all, because what contouring does is it makes certain features on your face smaller, and if you know anything about beauty, then you won't use any contouring because you want your inner beauty to shine through your face as well as other parts of your body, as in your arms and your legs, but especially your face. So if you're going to want to go for the inner beauty look, which is actually very in right now, don't contour your face. It just makes it look weird sometimes. I mean, sure, it'll go great for other looks, but if you want to go for the super glamorous, not the naturally super glamorous look, don't contour your face at all, because it just makes it a little too animated if you're trying to go for that look. I mean, of course contouring is okay if you want to do it, that's fine. I'm just saying my opinion. So I hope you like this tutorial. Please rate and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye bye.